it is about guerrilla activity, and so how New York specifically had changed through your years of being in New York City. You used to like street vend and stuff like that, so what's your experience of it now versus then?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, back in the 90s, I was homeless off and on for a period of time, and I made money on the streets by being a street vendor. I would scavenge, spend hours looking for stuff that I could resell, clothes, books, video, movies, women's clothes, anything that would have a market value on the street, and people would buy. And that was before Giuliani. When Giuliani came, he started cracking down on all the street vendors, the Ouija people, squeegee people, and things changed rapidly. It was really hard to try to sell stuff. The cops would just come on the block and make a sweep, confiscate all your stuff, throw it in a garbage truck, and sometimes they would handcuff you and arrest you and keep the stuff supposedly for evidence, but probably a lot of the merchandise that was good ended in the hands of the police and or their friends. So it was a cat and mouse game on a daily basis. We would set up on the street, usually on 2nd Avenue by St. Mark's, put a sheet or blanket, or some people would just put cardboard and sell their goods. And sometimes we'd be there till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. The cops would come and chase us off the block. Everyone would take off, and as soon as the cops disappear, like magic, all these vendors would appear out of nowhere. Some would go around the corner, some would duck into a diner, or go have coffee or something, and then they would come back, and it'd be like that. Some nights they wouldn't bother you at all.
Yeah.
Other nights they would come and arrest people at random. You were never sure when you were going to get harassed or arrested. And I got arrested twice, and they confiscated all my stuff. I had a lot of good vinyl that I had found on the street. A lot of it was classic vinyl, Rolling Stones, a lot of good stuff that people were. I had made $50 in a matter of minutes selling my vinyl, and then the cops all of a sudden swooped down on us and took all my stuff. One day I had a really expensive Givenchy silk jacket, and they took that as evidence. I'm sure the cop kept it because he said, "Wow, this is expensive. I like it." And I told him, "Put it with my personal stuff. I want it." And I never got it back. So that's my experience with street vending. And people still did it, but it was like not like before. And I'm sure it still goes on here and there.
Yeah.
But people had spots. They were there all the time. People in the neighborhood would come and donate stuff. They would donate clothes, books. There were certain people that all they sold was books, and they did pretty good because people were buying books all the time. Sometimes you would find artwork in the streets, and that was, you could sell that. I'd buy artwork from other dealers that they scavenged, and I would take it to the antique market on 6th Avenue by the garage, and now that's shut down. They built a building there, and I would get fairly decent money for artwork that I wouldn't pay much. It wasn't valuable, but I've sold stuff anywhere from $15 to $100. Just depends on the artwork.
Yeah.
And now I haven't been in New York in 3 years since I moved to Denver. Well, I've been there like maybe for a couple of days because I was on my way down south and only had like a day to go into New York and back to New Jersey where we were staying. But hopefully this time I'll be able to spend a few more days and meet up with my friends and see what's going on the streets. And
Yeah.